Please stay with us as we come back to you for our next discussion as well. Now we move on. President Felix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo has urged lawmakers to declare that genocide has taken place in the country's conflict-torn east, a region plagued by decades of armed violence. His call came amid talks between the DRC and neighboring Rwanda, after both countries in June signed a peace deal, following a fresh surge of unrest early this year when the M23 armed group backed by Rwandan troops captured key eastern cities. Tshisekedi said the killings of thousands in the region met the criteria set out in the 1948 Convention Against Genocide and pledged to campaign in international forums for it to be applied to eastern DRC. The resource-rich eastern DRC has been battling non-state armed groups for decades, who still hold sway in much of eastern DRC. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Dr. Satoru Nagao. He's a fellow at Hudson Institute. Thank you, Doctor, for staying with us. Now, what are the implications of this President Tshisekedi's call for the international community to recognize this genocide in eastern DRC?
Ceasefire agreement has signed between Tshisekedi, the government of the Congo, and Rwanda in June, and M23 in July. So under such kind of situation, war is direction of this situation is ending the war. But at the same time, in this case, Congolese government want to raise their image by blaming the M23 because Congolese government still hate M23 and supported by Rwanda, they believe. So that's why they want to indicate but they want to spread the information related with bad image of the M23, which is M23 committed genocide in the Congo, and especially eastern region, but not only eastern region, they believe. But anyway, this information, they want to exploit it. But at the same time, the reality is there are many incidents, genocide-related incidents in Congo, and which side committed such war crime is a little bit unclear. So there is a possibility that both sides commit, or there's a possibility Congolese government also committed. So that's why if the Congolese government emphasizes M23 was committing the genocide, they are the bad group, terrorists, something like that, if the Congolese government overemphasizes this, there's a possibility this is also their crime, Congolese government side's crime. So that's why, indeed, this is a little bit of political stance to emphasize genocide from the Congolese government, but reality is more complicated, I think.
Right. And now, looking at a broader picture, Dr. Satoru, how can the international community support the DRC in addressing these ongoing violence? And what role should regional powers like Rwanda play in finding a sustainable solution to these crises?
In this case, indeed, the U.S. role has big, because while Rwanda agreed to ceasefire with the Congolese government, is because President Trump tried to improve. President Trump is trying to intervene in the many ceasefire agreements in the world. This is their way, so that's why this is the area the President Trump make pressure to the Rwanda and agree with the Congolese. Then after that, Congolese government agree with M23 is also indirectly came from the United States pressure. So that's why the U.S. shows strong influence in decision. But at the same time, in the government level, U.S. can make the pressure. But reality in the war, place of war, a little bit too far from the United States. So how to calm down the real combat is a little bit complicated matter. Congolese government, if on surface they can say that we can stop the war, M23, yes, we can stop the war, but this is only the leadership level. If in the soldiers level they continue to attack each other, in this case, this is not ceasefire. So that's why the international community, of course, will make pressure like the United States this time. That's true, and this has succeeded. But at the same time, how to calm down the combat in the soldiers level is another matter of concern, I think.
Thank you very much, Dr. Satoru Nagao,